Hello, this is a post-commentary of the Aria PB, aka World Record I got yesterday. Was on a mini vacation playing on a laptop, which, I don't know, for some reason just had better settings for me for resetting. Like, I have issues with the Zone 5 layouts on my normal PC, and I can't really look at them for too long and reset for darkness and such. But worked out nicely there. So that helped. Let's dive into it. So I always pretty much just reset for level 1 cracked walls. Normally, if it's not darkness, I just restart though, but I went with starting these just for the sake of playing. This exact layout with the 2 damage item in the top right and these openings, or rather like these spawns, works always like that, so that was kinda nice. I'm kinda only killing what I feel like I absolutely need to kill at this point, especially if it's not a like crazy strong start like darkness. If it doesn't work out, then sure, whatever. Including just making the mistake of immediately losing the potion, but that's fine. And like honestly, if you lose the potion early and you have a good start, it's fine. You're probably gonna lose the potion on most runs that you lose it in either Zone 4 or Zone 5. So, now I don't have a potion, but I'm still running this, and there's a nice shop that I kinda want, but I need a second bomb to kill him. Which is here, so perfect. Let's go back and kill that. Oh hey, there's Minotaur. How about we wait and kill him with the bombs as well? So that worked out nicely. So, don't have darkness, but we have peace and a courage shovel. Courage shovel obviously is spooky on Aria. You can't fix your parity with digging anymore. But it's also insanely fast, and if you find a way to mitigate that, like a spell or something else, then that was actually just the fastest way to deal with that thing. Then that's completely cool. Probably not the most efficient way to do that. Peace is definitely already doing work in these exit layers. I still have to kill that yellow's Electromage. Adjustment is okay with 2 bombs. With 2 damage and bombs. Just use 1 bomb there to pretty much skip his second phase. And I'll check black. Because heavy glass is stupid, and hey, that's heavy glass. But there's still no mapping, only 2 damage, and... oh hey. Now it's actually like just a complete build, and I checked the transmute, and... I don't want anything to be changed here. Normally spikies are great, but... the blast helm is honestly better with this crazy amount of bombs I have. So now, like that what I mentioned earlier, the parity issues with Courage Shovel, well, if I'm just digging towards an exit and I pop the Heart Transplant here, so this is not the speed at which I played this. Like, I can just dig towards exits now, there are less enemies because Ring of Peace. And then I just blast helm the mini-boss that has at maximum 4 HP, because again, I have Ring of Peace. So honestly, this 3-item combination just worked perfectly. Normally you want darkness both for mapping and for less aggro on Aria, on a weapon-locked character that can only hit 1 enemy at a time. But I kinda have range now with the blast helm, I kinda can hit multiple enemies now with the blast helm. Was really hoping there's more stuff at the bottom that I can kill with a wall pick. Didn't see a much faster way to deal with that. Checking purple, transmutomes, they're never gonna get used actually on this run. And I'm spending my heavy glass aggressively to save time already. I know I'm not gonna get hit that much from here on. So fastest way here is actually just to double blast helm. The first one for iframing when he pops up, and the second one just for the sake of killing him. And the only thing I was missing at this point is mapping. So no, I don't have darkness, which I thought is absolutely required for Aria. And I still go wrong way a tiny bit in Zone 3, like once. But, like, I can just do this. I don't really care if everything is aggroed on me. I just dig through the whole level and then blast him once. So, Coffin there was briefly withable, but I was looking at the map layout, so I didn't actually see it. That's a bit of a misread. But it got me the pulse spell on the way, so it's actually not the worst thing in the world either. The bat is sadly not crazy cooperating. Took another hit on the heavy glass. It's fine. I know already at this point that this run is actually really fast. And again, just 1 blast helm bomb per level pretty much fixes everything. Deep blues, I just found pulse for this, otherwise I could have bombed and blast helm. I could just throw still. Throw and blast helm. I could throw you as well, but I need to go up anyway. So this is actually just faster to wait them out. And Zone 2 and Zone 1 are pretty free with this build. Wasn't sure which direction to go. To approach the exit the best way, changed my mind, this was better. Why did I not just dig into it? I should have dug to the right there. Would have been 2 beats faster at least. That was nice. So yeah, it's a weird run without darkness, without actually... We're having just like 4 different items that kinda make up for it, without having the downsides of not having darkness. Spend a pulse and a blast helm here, maybe different order would have been slightly better. And I don't think I even check anything anymore. I have pulse and 2 blast helm bomb still. And absolutely just taking the trapdoors would have been a really long level. And I find bomb jump here, but I assure that actually was not really that relevant at all. Why do I only have 2 bombs left? Oh, I found one in here. Yeah, okay. Because I remembered using 2 bombs at the end. And just clearing all of that shit out. I don't want to get monkey grabbed at the very end. So, really weird run in that what I previously thought was required on Aria, Darkness, is something I didn't have, but I had a pretty much perfect item combination that made up for not having it. And I just tanked the hit here because I know it's gonna be fine and I can just then finish. So... It's surprising. So no cookies, no darkness world record. Cookies because trapdoor spam with the iframe glitch. And darkness because, well, it's darkness. But just this specific item setup just managed to work beautifully across the whole run. I never got more than 2 damage, I never got spiked ears. Just a combination of shovel, piece, and blast helm. And just the high amount of bombs I found early in Zone 5. Meant I could pretty much just dig towards the exit, be somewhat smart about it, and spend a blast helm bomb, and then I'm gone. And now I didn't have the, like, normally you pay a bit of a speed penalty for getting darkness, like you need to bomb the corner of the darkness shriner, you need to get your ring swap, you need to get a damage up. That does take some time, unless the seed is just like literally perfect. Like what was I, 140 out of Zone 5, which is really good. And in Zone 4 you don't need mapping, and then I got mapping for Zone 3 onwards. So just I managed to make up for all the huge upsides that darkness gets you. And as a combination I had a build that was just as fine. The courage shovel is amazing. Especially if you have something that has range. Honestly, either the pulse spell or the blast time would have been fine. Like, you just need to have something on Aria that lets you fix an enemy being at diagonal distance. And both of those do that. They make up for having the wrong parity. I got lucky, I just didn't get forward horse riders. I know they have strats for those, but I don't actually know them. I'm just taking the risk of a 1 in 8 ruining a run, and luckily it hasn't happened on this one. It happened before, for sure. But those are like actually really, really complicated strats. So yeah, just a perfect combination of items and mostly good layouts. So 1 slow, late level. Zone 1, I managed to take a trapdoor. And otherwise I saw a few beat inefficiencies, like on 2-2 I could have saved 2 beats by just digging into the tie where the green dragon was adjacent, into the wall adjacent to the green dragon. But otherwise I played this pretty efficiently for what is an Aria run still, where you can't just always go pretty much straight to the exit. Oh, turns out I could. So that was exciting to see. Like, I knew I could improve my PB, which was a 635 before? 630 maybe? I think 630 flat. Because I got a non-darkness run the other day that was just a 720 and it was like just a karate, nothing else. And I got another shitty darkness run that was a 635. And I died on stream a few days ago to what was a minute faster than my PB pace. Though the build was worse for late game. So I knew I had this in me, but it was still really, really nice to just get this. So yeah, it's apparently what it takes to get world record right now. Can definitely still be improved, and I'm sure Super Bay is gonna work on that. They said so in the Discord, I think. But for now, that stands.